Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So, for this video, since it is All Hallows Eve, I wanted to do something a little fun. As some of you, most of you, all of you, none of you may know, Starbucks had a Witch's Brew Frappuccino. It was purple. It had green topping. It had weird seed things that kind of looked like bugs and felt like boogers. They were chia seeds, if you didn't know. So I wanted to do something fun and do an eye look inspired by the Witch's Brew Frappuccino. And then, of course, since it's a Witch's Brew, and I guess I'm the witch. All right, so if you want to see how I did this look, the products I used, stay tuned and enjoy, and most importantly, happy Halloween. Okay, so this look isn't really like Halloween-y, it's just Halloween-ish inspired. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. Alright, so I'm taking my Morphe Eyelid Primer. I'm taking just a little bit, and I'm going to put this straight on my eyes. As you can see, I've already done my foundation and my contour, my brows, all that fun stuff. And I am leaving the baking powder on because we are dipping into colors for this look. I'm going to use a BH Cosmetics No. 5 brush from the Rose Gold collection, and I'm going to dip into Loreal's It's a Party, whatever, same thing. And I'm really going to saturate that brush, lightly dust it off, and I'm just going to start applying this straight on my eye. This is actually going to be my transition color. Well, my first transition color. And I'm literally just going to put this on there very, very well because, oh no, I have bright green on my eyes. I'm just going to dip into it a few times, really get that green going. And this is not the only green I'm using. That's about where I want it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go on the other eye. I am going to be using one more green. Just dipping in there really well and lightly dusting off the excess. And this is why I left my bake on, because I'm using all like color. I'm not even dipping into any browns. I'm using purples and greens. So really didn't want to have a whole bunch of fallout under my eye, which is why we left that bake on. And just gonna continue building up that color right here. I feel like it's a little brighter on this side, so I'm going to go back over. There we go. So I'm just lightly tapping it on there, just to pretty much emphasize this green. Okay, now I'm going to look down and then look up and kind of blend the outside of it just to kind of soften it up just a little bit. Not too much, because this is like a Halloween-ish look, so I don't want it super soft. I'm going to take my No. 6 brush from the BH Cosmetics Rose Gold collection, and I'm going to go into Armed and Gorgeous. I'm going to dip into the green, which is Top Secret. dip in there really, really well. And I'm actually going to close Party Animal because I don't want any fallout to get on Party Animal. And then I'm going to take that Top Secret shade and go right under It's a Party. And I'm just going to blend it into it. So I'm using Top Secret instead of Potion because when I was playing around with these shades, Potion came out a smidge darker than I wanted. I didn't necessarily want to darken it. I wanted to just add more green to it. And Top Secret did exactly what I wanted it to. It slightly darkened it, but also just made the green more noticeable. So I'm just going in windshield wiping motions and blending that into my crease, not bringing it super high up. So I'm not really good with like Halloween costume makeup unless it's Captain Spaulding. My husband likes Captain Spaulding, so I learned when we were first dating how to do that look. So I can do Captain Spaulding, and I can kind of do Pennywise, but when it comes to like actual Halloween makeup, like skulls and mermaids, I'm not really good at it. We all have our strengths and weaknesses. Halloween makeup just is not one of my strengths. I love Halloween. I love Halloween makeup. I just, for some reason, I think it's because I'm not like an artsy person. And I mean, yeah, makeup is an art form in itself, but when it comes to like actually drawing something on my face, like a skull, y'all, I don't look like a skull. I look like I look like I let a 3-year-old play in my makeup and do my makeup. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not, it's not my forte. Okay, so I almost have these greens where I want them. And I want to make sure the shades are even as well, because I don't want lopsided eyeballs. I'm going to take the same number 5 brush that we used before, and I'm going to dip back into It's a Party and just kind of make it a little more bright instead of dark, because that did come out a smidge darker than I wanted. Now I'm going to go in to the Bling Boss palette. I'm also going to go back into Party Animal. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure that number 6 brush, the one we used for the darker green, is nice and dusted off. I mean, that'd have to be perfect because we're going in with a darker shade. But now I'm going to go into Hung Over with that brush. Tap off the excess, and I'm just going to pat this on the outer corner. And I'm going to keep patting and build up that purple. It's okay if it gets a little bit in the crease, because I am going to go over it again with It's a Party. Okay, so that's pretty much the shade that I want. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. Just dip my brush in, lightly tap, and pat. And you see, like, I'm having a good bit of fallout, because instead of blending it, I'm just tapping it on my eye. So, I knew that was going to happen. It's really not that big of a deal. That's why I left the bake on. Okay, now I feel like that is the shade that I want. Now I'm going to go back in with the number 5 brush, the same brush we've been using this entire time for It's a Party. And I'm going to ever so lightly blend the outer corner upper crease area, because I don't really want any harsh lines. And I'm like literally not doing anything else to that purple, because I want that purple exactly how it is and where it is. Now I'm going to take a number 7 brush from the BH Cosmetics Rose Gold collection, and I'm going to go in to the Nordic Lights Intense Eyeshadow. I think this is Stockholm. I don't know. It's the purpley pink shade. Got it from Ipsy, and I haven't reached for it. I got it like 2 months ago. Legitimately haven't reached for it since I got it. So I'm gonna take some setting spray, lightly spritz that, and I'm going to put it on the center of my lid and blend it into the shade Hungover that we laid down. And I'm going to leave the inner corner completely alone for now. And I'm actually going to go back into Hungover in a second, because this is not as intense as I wanted it. Okay, so now that I have that shade where I want it, using the same number 7 brush, I'm going to go into Hungover, that first purple that we laid down, and I'm going to spritz my brush again. Okay. And then I'm going to blend that. There we go, that's what I want. I'm going to blend that into that Nomad shade that we just laid down. I really want these purples to pop. Okay, now I'm going to go back in with that number 5 brush. Make sure there's no harsh lines. I'm just doing it on the upper crease area. Dip back into It's a Party a little bit. Dust it off. Use a number 6 brush from the Rosé collection, and I'm gonna go in to Ballsy from the Jaclyn Hill Vault collection. I'm gonna get that brush really saturated in color, spritz it, and then put it on that inner corner. Right? Already have a little bit of the purple down on our lower lash line, and that's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a number 10 brush from the BH Cosmetics Rose Gold collection. I'm going to go into It's a Party. I'm going to really saturate this brush, lightly tap off the excess, because I still have that baking powder down. And I'm going to put this on my lower lash line. And I'm going to bring it down a little further than I normally do. And then I'm also going to connect it to that outer corner. So as you can see, I'm literally, the tip of the brush is like right at my waterline. I'm adding this color, building it to the shade that I want it to be. Okay. Tap off all that excess. There's a lot of excess on there. And now, this green is very loved right now. Oh my goodness. Okay. So now I'm going to go in. Now I'm going to go into Top Secret. And I'm not going to bring that all the way to my inner corner. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it right here. And bring it, instead of going in, I'm going to go out. I'm actually going to spritz my brush because I want this to be slightly more noticeable. Okay, now we're getting where I want it to be. I don't want it too dark, but I do want it slightly more noticeable. Okay. And again on this eye. Now I'm going to go back into Hungover. And I'm definitely going to spritz this. Because I'm going to pack this on the outer corner. And then right where I just tapped it, I'm going to very gently go in windshield wiping motions. Occasionally dipping back into Hungover. Okay, now dipping back into Hungover. This is Stroke of Genius. It's like a emeraldy green. And I'm gonna line my waterline. Now I'm going to dust off my number 10 brush, the little pencil brush we were using. Make sure it's good and clean. And then I'm going to go into the Armed and Gorgeous palette, and I'm going to dip into both of these nice gold shades. We have a Guilt Trip and Coin. And then I'm going to spritz them. Same brush, both colors. And I'm going to put that on my outer corner. And then I'm going to blend it in on my lower lash line to that green. That nice, deep army green that we laid down. And then I'm also going to bring it up just a little bit into the green up top. Very lightly though, not like dramatically. Okay, same thing on the other side. Dip into both of those shades, the Guilt Trip and Coin. Lower, pop it in the inner corner, and then blend it into that green. And without dipping back into it, just lightly bring it up. Now I'm gonna go pop on some wing liner and some lashes, finish my face, and I'll be back. So this is it. This is the final look. I threw on a dark vampy lip because, I mean, what is a witch without a dark vampy look? Am I right? I might be wrong. No, go lay down. So, this is our Witch's Brew Frappuccino inspired look. We have our purple eyeshadow, our green eyeshadow, and then a little bit of a lipstick shade. What do we think? Is it Halloween-y? Thank you guys so much for joining me for this video. Happy Halloween. I am actually super excited that this video came out on Halloween. By the way, if you didn't know, Halloween is my favorite holiday. Thanks so much for joining me. If you are not already a subscriber, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can get all of my future videos. I mean, who knows? We might like do a Christmas themed one. I don't know. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.